I can't do it anymore. I just can't. I can't. Cody Rhodes is reaching orange shirt John Cena vibes. You know, I hated John Cena as a kid for that exact reason, bro. He was just too overpowered, bro. During the 2010s, John Cena was always overpowered. But orange shirt John Cena, orange shirt Cena is a different animal. If he was showing up and he got the orange attire on, you're not winning the match, bro. Dead ass. It don't matter who you is. It could be 10v1, 20v1. If it's orange shirt Cena, that is the highest level of Super Cena next to purple shirt Cena. And that is exactly how I feel about Cody Rhodes. This is getting ridiculous. Like, and it's like, what's the payoff to this whole thing? You're just going to keep having Drew just jobbing out every single pay-per-view to Cody Rhodes? But no, this man has been pinned and jobbed out by damn near the whole roster at this point. Like, man, I'm starting to think that maybe Drew is not cool with the boys or something backstage. Or he got some beef with somebody in creative, Triple H, Michael Hayes, Bruce Pritchard. I don't know who it is, but I'm starting to think somebody upstairs doesn't want to see Drew McIntyre succeed. He had the best feud of 2024 with CM Punk. That blood feud, non-title by the way. Drew McIntyre and CM Punk made a bracelet more valuable than both the world championships in WWE. And the crazy part is, Drew McIntyre is better than Cody Rhodes in every aspect of professional wrestling, storytelling, promos, in-ring, you name it. And Drew has been jobbed out over and over and over again. Done is fall and fall and fall so much to the point where it's like, do you even see him as a big deal? Do you see Drew McIntyre as a main eventer or a serious threat to a world championship anymore? I don't, because all this man does is lose, come out, cut a promo, complaining, lose again, complain, lose again. It's just a repeated cycle. It was actually reported that Cody Rhodes actually pitched to lose to Drew McIntyre at WrestlePalooza by Randy accidentally costing him the championship. That would have been perfect. That would add so much more interest to Cody Rhodes and the world title scene on SmackDown if Cody Rhodes would have lost the championship and he's fighting to get it back and he wins it back months later. That's way more compelling and interesting other than just having Cody Rhodes just Superman through Drew McIntyre and everybody at this point. This man is unbeatable. I watched Cody Rhodes kick out at least 10 attitude adjustments at SummerSlam. So if you're telling me the WWE champion can kick out a 10 attitude adjustment straight, who can beat Cody Rhodes at this point? If we look at the SmackDown roster, all the heels, who is built up and believable enough to take the belt off of Cody Rhodes right now? I remember in 2009 when Cena actually lost the WWE championship to Sheamus in the tables match. I couldn't believe it because during that time, John Cena losing was very, very rare. But at least at times, Vince McMahon would bend the knee for a storyline. Triple H doesn't bend the knee ever. He bent the knee for Daniel Bryan when he didn't even want Daniel Bryan being the face of the company, but he still bent the knee. They've been teasing a Randy Orton heel turn since the start of Cody Rhodes' title reign last year of 2024. All he's been doing is just glazing Cody Rhodes, getting beat up, getting written off, come back, glaze Cody Rhodes, lose matches. Randy Orton's just a joke at this point. Like, I just don't understand. Like, this is not the Randy Orton I grew up watching. Randy should have been turned heel, kicked Cody Rhodes' head off clean, wrote him off TV, became the new WWE champion, the heel on SmackDown, and Cody and Randy were supposed to head into a feud at WrestleMania. If you weren't going to build up Drew, you could have had a nice storyline with Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton, dating back to the Legacy days, adding some of that into the storyline. You know, Randy actually slapped Dusty Rhodes back in the day. They could have added so much layers to a Cody and Randy storyline. Literally, it would be gold if it's booked right. Drew McIntyre is a joke. You are losing, embarrassing yourself, getting cucked out of every single championship opportunity. He's on Twitter making jokes about it. And this is the prime example of when you're chosen by the booker. John Cena was chosen by Vince McMahon. Roman Reigns, chosen by Vince McMahon. Brock Lesnar, chosen by Vince McMahon. Cody Rhodes is chosen by Triple H to be the guy to lead WWE in the future. No matter how you think about him, no matter what you say, if you dislike him, it doesn't matter because he is chosen by the booker and there's nothing nobody can do about it, bro. It's nothing you can do when the booker chooses you to be the guy. But like I said, at least Vince McMahon bent the knee. Literally, the Bloodline Hunter storyline. That could have been such a good storyline to go into WrestleMania with. It has so much potential. Drew finally getting revenge on the Bloodline, pinning them all, and then finally cutting off the head of the snake, Roman Reigns, the man that's been torturing him for the last 5 years, every championship opportunity, the whole entire Bloodline, everything they did to Drew. This would have been the perfect revenge arc as him finally getting revenge. On the first Raw of Netflix, Drew should have beat Jey Uso clean as a whistle. Literally, no questions asked, no roll up, no. Claymore's head off, 1, 2, 3. And then he should have costed Roman the Ula Fala against Solo Sikoa because that was the most important thing to Roman at the time. So if Drew cost Roman the Ula Fala, that would have added so much more layers and depth to the storyline to the point where it's like Roman is going to want to have to go after Drew, and they can feud at WrestleMania. He should have eliminated Roman Reigns out the Royal Rumble to set up a match at WrestleMania. It should have never been a three-way with Punk, Seth, and Roman. They made no sense storyline-wise. CM Punk was beefing with Seth the whole year, not Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns was off doing other stuff, handling Bloodline business. And then you put him in a stupid three-way Paul Heyman on a pole match for pride and dignity. Like, he's having the best character work. He's cutting the best promos week to week. He's a great in-ring performer. He has the look. He's got the size. He got everything you want a motherfucking wrestler, bro. If I was starting a promotion, Drew McIntyre would be my top heel of the promotion. He has literally everything you want. There's nothing compelling about Cody Rhodes storyline-wise to get into him. I know the outcome every single time. He's going to win. In the end, you could beat up Cody Rhodes. You could do whatever. You could write him off TV. You could break his arm, break his leg, break his nose, break his neck. The nigga is kicking out at 2.99. You might as well call this nigga 2019 Johnny Gargano because he's kicking out at 2.99. It doesn't matter. You could hit Cody Rhodes with a train, bus, and bike, and he is kicking out at 2.99. I thought for a small second, just a small second, that Drew might actually beat Cody at Saturday night's main event. After they added the stipulation, if Cody gets counted out, that Drew becomes champion. That was a perfect way to protect Cody if you didn't want him to take a pin, because we all know Triple H doesn't like when Cody Rhodes get pinned. I think WrestleMania 40 against The Rock, that's the only clean pinfall he's had since he's returned back to WWE. So a perfect scenario could have been Drew, Claymore, and Cody Rhodes into the announce table, and then him getting counted out, and then Drew becoming WWE champion, and then Cody Rhodes just winning it back months later. Because we all know you're going to put it back on him anyway. So that would have added more interest, but instead, you just had Cody Rhodes win by cheating to win. He's unstoppable. I don't know who can stop Cody Rhodes. You turn Jacob Fatu, babyface. Randy Orton is just a glazer. He don't even give a damn about the championship no more. All he does is say, oh, Cody Rhodes, man, you've been leading this company on your back. You've been doing this, and that. Like, bro, this is not Randy Orton, bro. The Randy Orton I grew up watching Punk kick John Cena's dad in the head. Punk kick Vince McMahon. Slap Stephanie McMahon. Was RKO and Beth Phoenix. But instead, in 2025, we got Randy Orton glazing, slurping Cody Rhodes up. This is not Randy Orton. If you watched Randy Orton growing up, he was one of the most menacing characters, but instead, he has been watered down as just a Cody Rhodes fanboy. I'm sick of this shit. Realistically, what are you supposed to do if you just getting booked like shit? Like, you can complain, but what are you supposed to do? Leave the company? How you gonna feed your family? Like, I just want to see some interesting stuff, something that's more compelling. It's just Cody Rhodes just win. Like, damn, bro. You know, when Cody was feuding with Roman, it made it more interesting to chase, the babyface chase, him trying to just win the WWE championship after failing. Somebody gotta get this belt off Cody Rhodes ASAP, bro. And I don't know who it's gonna be, but it has to be ASAP, because he cannot hold this belt all the way to WrestleMania. He cannot hold this belt to WrestleMania, bro. But on a positive note, I do want to say thank you for all the support y'all been giving me these last couple of videos. I noticed we hit 1,000 subscribers, and the views we've been getting is crazy. I appreciate the support. I'm gonna keep putting out these videos. I love professional wrestling. Whether I'm complaining or I'm glazing, I still love what I do, and I love interacting with y'all. I just want to say thank you for all the support. I love y'all. And this is just a side note. The video I made about Jey Uso has aged like gold. This nigga can't even sell a neck breaker. He better not ever touch the world title scene ever again, bro. That was probably the worst CM Punk match I've ever seen with my eyes. Unless he's done something else that I've never seen before. The fact that Jey Uso had that type of performance and is still going to be in the main event picture, you cannot tell me with a straight face that that is acceptable. If you could be the biggest diehard Jey Uso fan, what he did versus CM Punk at Saturday night's main event, I just couldn't believe that, bro. I just had to preface it. Thank God CM Punk is WWE champion, because if we had to sit through Jey Uso be world champion again and cut those promos and wrestle those Underwoman matches, I would have been all elite, bro. And if this makes me a hater, call me Skip Bayless, nigga. I don't give a fuck.